There was flashes of it when we were, had some good sustained pressure. Um, I think we came out in the third period and, we started turning pucks over, not managing it well, circling, and then they started chipping and chasing a little bit. We had a couple chances too, but again, ultimately, I think it was missed assignment in our D zone, left a pretty dangerous player in the middle of the slot, and you give a player like that at the time, he's going to put it behind the net.
And it seems like this is a chronic problem as far as turnovers. How, as a coach, can you and Danny be able to fix this?
Well, you could not play them, like that's the first thing, but it's not just one. It's contagious. If one guy's doing it, the next, and it's not everybody, but there's some guys trying to do too much. Um, and that's the biggest thing is you have guys that are trying to beat guys, good defensemen in our league, one-on-one at the blue line with a toe drag, and it's not going to happen. Use your speed wide, drive wide, chip it in, go get it. That's hard hockey. That's tough to play. It's tough to play against. And we're having a hard time getting that message through in that sense. And it's, and there's some guys that are doing it and they play a really strong north-south game, but you have to play 10 forwards. And if it's 50-50 or 60-40, the time that it's the timing of it. We do it in some regards the right way, but then the timing of when our decision making isn't very good.
Is there a sense that maybe you need to have a defenseman on blue line in one of your sets of D-men who is able to correct or actually erase mistakes that happen?
Well, they're all capable of playing. I mean, I don't think, the game winner wasn't necessarily where a defenseman should have been. Our forward decided not to stop where he's supposed to stop, curled behind the net for whatever reason, and left the guy wide open. It's not the D-man's guy. That's the forward that's supposed to stop. And we do it all the time in practice, and we just watched it. 100%. The guy that was supposed to came down the wall, he ended up taking the wrong guy. He could have kept going. I mean, there was a comedy. We went from 1 to 2 to 3 mistakes, and ultimately ended up, in the middle of the ice with probably a very dangerous player for the game winner, and that's it. That's nothing that, as far as defensemen. I mean, we have, a lot of righties right now, so our puck management's a little bit off, but that's going to happen when you have all righties most of the time, except for Rosen. But, that wasn't the direct result of the goals against. A lot of it was from, that was a missed assignment.
Power play, another 0 for tonight.
We scored one. I think we did score off the rush, yeah. So.
Okay. Still, are you happy with the efficiency and?
Well, the puck move. I mean, at the end of the day, the result is you want to score every chance you get on the power play. We did score off the rush. It was a nice play in the neutral zone. It was a great shot. We did have sustained pressure, and we did have some chances in net presence, and that's the good thing. We're getting in, we're getting zone time, and that's important. But ultimately, you have to execute, and we need, with a goaltender like that, you have to have more net presence and more traffic, and and just bear down in that area.
Final question: the way you guys played tonight, take away a couple of the mental mistakes, a little bit better management of the puck. Is the South Carolina team a team that you can handle and be able to win consistently going down the stretch because you did several games against them?
Yeah, because we've beaten them before, haven't we? So we can beat them. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. We're at a point of the season where, because of the urgency level and the margin to not make mistakes are that much graver, in the sense where if you could play a good game and then you could still make 1 or 2 mistakes, but that cost you the game. We saw that in Fort Wayne. Did we play well last weekend? A lot of areas we did. Ultimately, we gave up more than we got, and that's because of grade A chances and grade A mistakes. So, an area that you have to protect is the middle of the ice, and we left that wide open. It was very vulnerable, and that's what happens, and that's the difference. And that's what it comes to at this point of the year. So that mistake now be magnified 10 times because of it, because of what is at stake. And that's the frustrating part, because it can be easily corrected. It's either a mental lapse or just a lack of focus, but that's ultimately which wins the game, and us being out of position where we shouldn't have been. Thank you.
Talk about, from a player perspective, what you guys saw out there tonight from what South Carolina did and what you guys were doing.
I thought we played a good game there for 40 minutes. couple bad breaks there on our part, but you know, I thought we strayed from our game there in the third, and they capitalized.
Coach talked a lot about puck management, especially in the defensive end, where turnovers and things are happening. How do you guys, as players, attack being able to eliminate those kinds of mistakes?
Yeah, we just got to take it amongst ourselves. We've been preaching it all year. You know, turnovers are a big part, and you know, 50% of the time it's probably going to end up in your net. So we're going to have to clean it up here if we want to, you know, make a run at the playoffs here. And you know, we can't be blowing leads at home like that.
What's the mood in the locker room like at this point, having lost 3 games in a row?
It's obviously disappointing. You know, we were kind of on a streak there. Guys were feeling good about ourselves and the way we were heading. And I thought against Fort Wayne we deserved a little bit better of a fate, but you know, tonight wasn't our A game, and you know, hockey's a short memory game, so we got to be ready to go tomorrow.